All right, you guys, we're back. I'm sorry about that. So for those of you who's new to the channel, I'm doing Q&A every single Friday, or I try to do it every single Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard, so that way you can join me live and being able to pop any wholesaling houses questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. And if I don't know, I'll let you know that I don't know. But hopefully I'll get able to answer any question you guys have about wholesaling houses. So we can get you guys going on the right path and getting you going out there and crushing it, all right? Happy Sunday, 286. What up, bro? Assassin, happy Sunday. You guys, I apologize earlier. Jefferson, what up? Happy Sunday. Sapsco 19, I think that's how you, and you guys, once again, I apologize if I mispronounce your name. For those of you who's new to the channel who don't know, I have very bad reading skills, so I won't be able to pronounce your name right. 1992, I'm just gonna go the shortcut. Happy Sunday, Big D. Happy Sunday, Jin. Happy Sunday, Danica, Jasmine. Happy Sunday. Jamie, happy Sunday, and you guys, come on now, smash that thumbs up. Ruben, happy Sunday. Tay, happy Sunday. I love your video, man. Hey, thank you so much, you guys. That does mean a lot. Sean Johnston, happy Sunday. So you guys, any questions you guys have? Before I start off, I want to tell you guys a little bit about, or I want to share with you guys something. For those of you, Bill, happy Sunday. David, happy Sunday. For those of you who's like, maybe you're working on a deal or two deals, and you've been working, when you're going at it, right? You were going at it, and then the deal falls apart, where you lost a deal to another investor, or maybe the seller didn't return the contract, or whatever it is, but you end up putting a lot of time into it and you lost a deal. Here's what I gotta tell you, all right? You gotta shake it off, you gotta let it go and move on. Two problems. One is you're only working on one deal or two deals. So when you lose it, you're putting all your effort on it, so when you lose it, it hurts, it's painful. But if you're working on multiple deals, it's just gonna be part of the business. You win some, you lose some, all right? You win some, you lose some deals. And the reason why I brought that up is because I was going through that when I first started. I'm actually, right now we sent out about I think almost 10 contract, and three or four of them, the seller, we try to call them, they never respond. I figure we must have lost to another investor. So you win some, you lose some, you guys. So if you're only working on one, right, and if you lose it, it's painful. You're drilling on it. I'm telling you, shake it off, and you gotta now let yourself know that because I'm only working on one when I should be working on multiple deals. All right. So Luke, what up? Happy Sunday. I operate in Pennsylvania area, so anybody in Pennsylvania, there you go. All right, you guys, let's get right into it, man. Let's save some time. Pop your wholesaling question. Let's get them answered. Assassin, probably pronounced it wrong. What if you don't find a buyer and you can't sell the house you've got under contract? Can you cancel the deal? Absolutely. So just make sure that you have that contingent in the purchase and sell contract with you and the seller that gives you the way out. That way you can come back to the seller and say, hey, the number doesn't work. After we did a research or inspection, it's not going to work, so we'll have to end up canceling. Now, before canceling the deal, see if you can try to extend the deal. All right, try to extend it, and I'll share with you how to extend the contract with the seller. So, Assassin, you're going to come back. This is what you're going to say. You're going to tell them, hey, you know what? We have our contractor look at it, but their rehab price came in really, really high, for us to really make this work, and we don't want to go back and renegotiate with you on the price. We want to see if we can find other contractor that can be able to come in and give us a lower cost on a rehab. So if you don't mind, if you're willing to work together to get this deal done, we're willing to work with you, but we need to extend this out further for us to be able to find that contractor that can give us a price on the rehab at a lower amount to make the number work for you, for us, and for the contractor. So that is actually something that I actually do. What size team you recommend, Bill? Sean Johnston, if you're starting out, man, if you're if you're just starting out, just do it by, if you're just starting out, you have the money, then yes. But if you don't, then, it's, to me, you got to start out, you got to do everything. Once you know everything, right? Once you start to know it, then you can use your money, leverage, and hire people out. But I think it's like you have to go and you have to really know everything in your business, right? You have to be able to talk to that seller. So, I think when you are ready to build a team is when you starting to do a couple deals a month, and now you're like, hey, you know what, I'm working so much, now you have to start leveraging people. So I guess once you start knowing the business, then you can start leveraging out. I hope that makes sense. So when you're just first starting out, I wouldn't recommend start hiring on a team, etc. Go ahead and start making that first couple of deals. After that, you start really know how the process works, then start hiring out. The first hire you're going to hire is hire someone that takes in all the incoming call. Some people actually start out using PadLive, right? PadLive, it's a, you can Google it up, but I'm not going to go deep into it. But if you have the money and you want to leverage, you can hire PadLive. You send out your marketing, all the incoming calls is going to go to PadLive. You have a script for them to, They're going to filter out the call for you, and then they're going to send you the qualified seller leads only, if that's what you want to do. But Sean, my recommendation is first kind of do it, kind of get into the business, do a couple deals, then start hiring people. Danica, I went driving for dollars, and in 2 days I found 40 distressed houses. Awesome. And I'm looking them up on my county taxes website, but some of the mailing address or address of the distressed property. So Danica, you have to do skip trace, and I figured out what the skip trace that we use. It's instant checkmate. That's what we use. Do you work with any buyers that operates nationally? Right now, we don't. We don't work with any buyer that operate nationally. D. Lee, I'm starting my cold calling. Any advice? No, just do it. Well, unless you have a script to go off of. But the best way for cold calling is just go ahead and do it, and then you're just going to build your experience. Just by calling and talking to multiple people. Just when you cold call, it's like, hi, my name is D. Lee. We're looking to buy some properties. Represent the company, not yourself. Like I always said, hi, my name is D. Lee. We're looking to buy some properties in the area. Are you interested in selling? Do you have a property you're interested in selling? If they say they don't, then maybe ask them, do they know anybody that have a property that they're interested in selling? We pay cash. We can close quickly. We're willing to buy assets, etc. Andre, can seller pull out of the contract any time after you already give up the earnest money? Andre or Jefferson, yes, the seller can pull out, but typically in our contract, it forced them, which means it's bind, it's a contract. If they do pull out, then we have the legal rights to go after, sue them or get some kind of money from them. But typically, you guys, seller, once they are a commit, it's really rare that happen. For us, it never has happened. But even to me, even if it does happen, I'm not going to go after the seller. I'm just going to, it's just in there just to let them know when they sign it, they got to now, it's like once they sign it, they got to now stick with it, right? Because it's in there, so you can use that against them. But I'm not going to I'm not going to go after them and trying to get anything out of them. If they just want to get out because they decided, they found other buyers that's willing to pay more, and they decided they're not gonna that they're gonna go against their word, then I'm probably just gonna cancel the deal. It's not a big deal. I'm not gonna go. We're just putting in there so they know that, hey, this is serious. But I'm not gonna do anything. Khang, do you recommend cold calling plus for a newbie? Yes. Instant checkmate. Yes. Thanks, Gray. Get on that ASAP. Yep. What are you special? Man, what are your special? Luke, I'm sorry, man. I can't even pronounce that word. In your contract, what are your special, I guess, contingent in the contract? I'm not quite sure. Or Webb, happy Sunday. What up, man? Your video yesterday was great. I love it. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. But, you know, the truth about that is, you know, when I talk to friends and family, it's the exact same thing. They're kind of satisfied, kind of happy. So, you know, for us to tell them to do something new, it's really hard for them to do it. But when you're upset and you're unsatisfied, you're unhappy with whatever it is that your situation's in, then you really, it's like, hey, I got to make something happen. I got to do this. How much would you pay a good closer? Sean, how much would you pay? Well, I would ask them how much are they worth, or how much do they want to get paid. But if you got somebody on your team that can go out there, that can close on the deal, where you, so I guess the question is, if you put up the money to market and they go out there and they do all, so you put up the money to market and they go out there, they tie the deal up, etc., and they lock it in and everything like that, and now you turn around, you're the person selling it, or are they going to do all the work? I mean, to me, what's fair is probably 50-50, but you know what? A lot of times, if you ask that person might say, hey, you know what? If you give me 10% or 20% of it, then I'm happy. So, but what I think is fair is probably 50-50. Where do you get the contract from? Actually, the contract's from my mentor. I got it, and then have our... because he's from Maryland, and then I have my attorney and stuff review it, so we make a couple edits just to make it work in our state. What is your plan for today? My wife is getting her nails done. We're packing up, and we're heading to Cancun, bro. Jin, maybe you should go there. Let's meet up. Happy Sunday, 0909. What's a subject to deal, and how do you deal with it? To be honest with you, 09, I don't do any subject to, I haven't done any subject to deal. My deal is just pretty much straightforward, cash. I don't do any owner contract anymore. I used to. How much would you pay for a finder's fee? Amber typically is $500 to $1,000, but I would always ask that person. You know, you want to make sure that person is happy. All right, you want to make sure that person is happy with what they are telling you they want to get paid. But typically, it's $500 to $1,000. Some might say less, some might say more. So ask them, Amber. Luke, contingents. So the one contingent, Luke, that I think it's good. It's just going to be inspection or approval upon buyer's partner inspection. Approval. You're right. One of the contingents is approval upon buyer's partner inspection approval. So that's one of the contingents that I like, because it could be anybody. You know, your partner could be anybody. Your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your somebody down the street. Your cat, your pet, could be anybody. Pocket listing, is it legal? And do you still get them? Absolutely, Belak. It is absolutely 100% legal. But typically, pocket listing, you have to come in pretty much at pretty much full asking price. All right, pretty much whatever the price is, you got to come in pretty close. We're actually doing another pocket listing right now that we are tying a deal up under contract. Kiera, I'm late. Happy Sunday. Yeah, happy Sunday. Marco, happy Sunday. Can I get a copy of the cold call script, please? Marco, I'm actually working on a package deal right now. Hopefully I'll be done with it soon. But I put everything together that you need to me, what you really need to start out, right? I got the contract where I do a video. I'll walk you guys through it, how to fill it out. The contract between you and the seller. Try and see if I can get, the contract between you and the seller, the contract between you and the end buyers, and then the addendum, the assignment contract, I also gonna add in there is the rehab calculator, where you need to figure out, call the contractor in the local area, see how much they charge per square feet. You punch it in there, it'll spits a number, it'll give you like a rough number of estimate, based on the house square footage, and it gives you kind of a number what the rehab cost might be. And also too is you'll be able to punch in some low comps, some high comps in the area, and it'll give you kind of a rough estimate of what the property is worth, ARV. And then I also going to put in there the script between you and the seller when the seller first calls in, and then the scripts where you talk to the seller. Now either you the purchase manager or one of your team is the purchase manager to close that deal, and all done over the phone. So I'm going to do a video on each and every single one of that. How much wholesaling do you do? Luke, I don't do a whole lot of wholesaling. Pretty much just wholesale. But wholesaling is absolutely a great way to even make a bigger, larger assignment fee, a bigger fee than it is if you were wholesaling. But I'm planning to do more, a little bit more wholesaling this year, just to make sure that I can squeeze in and make sure that we can hit our goal for this year. I'm falling short in January and in February. So the wife's been getting on my back. She said, "Khang, I'm spending a lot of money on marketing and you're not taking it down. What's going on?" I know, but I don't know. Have a mentor or so. I get the contract from an attorney, Khang. I don't have a mentor, so I get the contract from an attorney. Okay, yeah, that's fine too. If you want to get the contract from the attorney, you guys, the best way, if you want to get a purchase and sell contract. And I've told you guys this multiple time. Go on the Facebook group, right? It's called Wholesaling House Full Time. Drop a comment in there saying, hey, anybody from, let's just say you're from New York, anybody from New York that willing to share their purchase and sell contract. I'm new into the game, etc. And there'll be people on there that's more than happy or willing to share it with you. But you got to understand too, some people think that, they pay a price to get it or to get where it is. So some of them won't want to share because they feel like they pay for it. So they feel like someone else needs to pay for it as well. But there's people that get it for free. So they feel like they can just give it. I'm 16. I want to wholesale. I don't know my info. I just need some more help. 16, dude, that's awesome, man. Or I'm sorry. I don't know why I say dude. Underdog 19. It could be a chick. That's great, man. That's great. Jay Rivera, hi Khang, happy Sunday. Yes, happy Sunday. Robert, happy Sunday. First time live. Welcome to the channel, man. Awesome. Kiera, I'm sure Khang or another email you won. When you skip trace someone and find the person, how would you address them on the phone? Because when they find them, they try to deflect and they hang up. The wife does the training on the skip tracing and tell, but typically saying that, hey, whatever their name is, and say we just, we found your, we're interested in buying your property here located at this property address. Are you interested in selling? Marco, do you recommend contacting leads during the pre-foreclosure or once it's foreclosed and they have an auction date? Probably I would say before. Have you ever miscalculated ARV badly but had already gone through closing? Kiera, interesting questions. Have I miscalculated ARV? Yes. But had you already gone through closing? No. Typically all of that will be verified by the buyers. So I might miscalculate on my end. I might, sometime I do overestimate, sometime I underestimate. And then, the buyer is the one that has to verify before it moves to closing. What is your take on mobile home investing? I actually have some friends in our local area that are investing in mobile home park. And they're interested in just buying the land and then just renting, having someone put in the trailer so they don't have to worry about all the repair and things like that. You know what? Yeah, I mean, if the number makes sense, I think it's a good opportunities. Are you consistently growing your buyers list, or is it big enough now for what you do? Luke, we are continuously growing our buyer list each and every single day. And my goal is to grow it to, try and connect with buyers or agents that have buyers that's willing to pay much more of the higher price, right? They only want the 15 to 20% off, yes, we trying to grow our buyer list all the time, Luke, because as we span, the more buyers, the merrier. But we also comes down to is, making sure that these buyers are active. It's going to take some time to verify them, you guys. Some buyers will be like, yeah. I'll buy anything, I buy it. But when it comes to taking action, pulling the trigger, some of them just don't do it. All right. So a lot of them talk, but not a lot of them do. Just want to let you know that. What do you think about targeting big apartments to wholesale? Yes, Sean, bigger money. But you got to understand, right? More people buy Hondas than it is to buy, higher price car. So if you have buyers that are big, deep pocket buyers, $1 million, obviously, obviously your assignment fee is going to be larger, right? Your assignment fee is going to be larger because of the spread, but it's going to be tougher to find those buyers. So a lot of times we just stick with the bread and butter, which is the average, house price, instead of focusing on the bigger, larger deal. But we do come across some big, large deal. Is apartment wholesale the same method? Yes. Danica, yes. Apartment wholesale deal is the same as house, just different numbers. What's that Facebook group again? It's Wholesaling Houses full time. And I think the guy that runs it, because there's a couple different ones, but I think the guy that runs it, his name is, man, I haven't checked it in a long time, so I don't even know his name. But it has, you got to make sure, I think it have over 50,000 member on there. And there's another one that's called Investor or Real Estate Investor or something that has over 70,000. I've got a property here in the Bay Area that has an ARV of 4.5 and the seller is taking 3.5. Would you jump into a deal with me? Maybe we can do beam. I'll pass, Sazin. But I'm sure you'll be able to connect with someone in your local area. Go networking, go to that local RIA, attend your local RIA. You guys ask questions, network with people. How long are you staying in Cancun? We're actually going to Cabo. I'm sorry. We're actually going to Cabo, not Cancun. I don't know why I said Cancun. We're going for 7 days. I'll try to do some video for you guys. I love the all-inclusive, all you can eat. Oh, man. I'm going to beef up. What program or website do you do to calculate comps? It's Zillow, Redfin, iComps, Trulia, Zestimate or estimate, whatever it is, and then I just take the estimate, add it up, divide it by the amount of site that I visit, and then take that number, and then also too, so that's just a rough numbers. After that, then I want to make sure that I want to make sure I call I call a couple of realtor, or I just actually text them the address, get them ARV from them, and then I also look at, I have access to the MLS, so I can go in there and actually find some comps myself. But getting access to the MLS is probably the best way to get comps. Do you recommend stating a person's situation text in a yellow letter, or just keep it general? Marco, I just keep it general. Even when we send it to probate, I don't, how these people have a letter saying, oh, I goes through this. And it works great for them. But I'm just saying, as myself, I don't know if I want to get a letter from somebody, if one of the family member or someone I love had just passed away, and they're like, oh yeah, we know you going through this, but if you ever consider, I don't know. But we just typically just send out a letter saying, hey, we're looking to buy some areas. Are you interested in buying? My name is this, and that's it. So keep it, so general letters, short answer. Kira, you guys, if I'm going fast, I apologize. I just want to get as much questions answered as possible here. I'm starting my buyers list by looking up winners of Auctions Houses, LLC. Yes, that's a good way too, is go to your courthouse auctions and being able to connect with those guys. But you got to understand, those guys buy them for pretty low. So if you want your larger assignment fee, I would connect with realtor that have the mom and pops or that first general contractor that has some cash. I always keep on, when I first started out, I always think that The people that have the cash is the investor, the savvy investor, but not necessarily the mom and pop that might have some money in the 401k, that their kids are looking for a house that they can fix up and move in and have some equity. Those are the one that's willing to pay you more, or the contractor that's looking to get into the business. I don't know how I can make this because of the lighting. Those are the one that's willing to pay you more because they don't need the 30% off. Nimi, happy Sunday. You're just in Cancun? Nice, man. Ruben, like a lot of times, to be honest with you guys, when my wife and I first, when it's just like, right now to me, having a vacation doesn't really matter. It's like once you can go on a vacation anytime, it doesn't matter anymore. But when you don't have it, then you want it. Ruben, what's the most common ways that you get leads? Direct mail. Marco, in yellow letter, do you write your company name, info, websites? Oh my God. Well, one time I put my Facebook on there, and oh my God, I'm getting so many comments, so many I guess review or comments saying that, oh my gosh, this guy, or this company, they keep on sending me these junk mail, I hate them, etc. A whole bunch of negative things. But I think I heard one guy, and he's a big player, he said don't put your company name or your Facebook on there. But I think some of our marketing, we do still put our website on there. Yes, Marco, Investor Carrot, Adrian, that's exactly who we use. Kara, what's been your best way to find buyers? Kara, best ways networking, calling all the local realtor in that area. Wonder US Property, happy Sunday, man. How do you structure your business with your virtual assistant? How do you structure your business with your virtual assistant? So my wife have a meeting with them once a week or a couple times a week. She goes on there and it's through Skypes. And let me make sure I answer your question right. So we do have this virtual assistant company that does so they go out there, they find the person that we're looking for. We obviously want them to speak good English. Better than me, it's even better. And typically they're from the Philippines. And then what we do is we set up, depending on how much incoming calls, how much incoming calls or how much leads you get per month. Then we set up, right now we have 2 girls that takes all the incoming calls. One call does all the cold calling and calling all the expires. And then after that, they send over to the purchase manager. And right now we only have 1 purchase manager. Inner Soul Development. Happy Sunday. You should do a collab vid with Max Maxwell. He's awesome too. I think we did I'm not sure if that's a question for me or not. How much do you pay for a cold caller? We actually just pay him, she's from Philippines, so we just pay him $9 an hour. Let's see your 6-pack, Khang. Dude, Jin, come out to Cabo, man. Or, hey, my wife and I might we're probably going to go to Maryland sometime either June or July, because my mentor has a local RIA there, and if you guys want to go there and meet up, and Jin, I know if you're in New York, you're not too far away, so come and hang out. But you guys, any other questions that I can help answer, please, if I add any kind of value, boom, smash that thumbs up for me. Really helps out the channel. Any other questions, you guys? If not, then I'm just going to go ahead and end it. And you guys, I want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much, you guys, for, being a part of the channel, being part of the family. Truly, truly appreciate it. We couldn't grow the channel to where it is right now if it weren't for you guys helping out with those thumbs up, with the comments, and anything like that. Now, I actually got a question for you guys. Anybody have any deals in the pipeline right now that they're working on? anybody has any deals in the pipeline that they're working on right now. If you do, drop me a comment below. Would love to hear it. Would love to get you guys onto the and anybody, any of you guys have recently closed your wholesale deal, please drop me a comment. Let's connect. Let's get you onto the show. Let's get you share your stories, how you did it, to inspire and motivate other people to do it. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much. You guys take care and have a great rest of your Sunday. Bye.